welcome to our world, welcome to Maui. So grateful that you can join us here today. This is a Pilates ring and we use it to create that natural traction, and if you don't have one of these, that's okay. I mean, you can get them online. I think they're not too expensive, less than 20 bucks or something like that. You don't need an expensive one. Or you can just get a ball if you have like a soccer ball or a volleyball, just something you can have to, you know, create that traction within the body. And really, it's all about how you think of it and your willing attitude. So just prepare yourself by just being open and relaxed, just allowing whatever it is to be, wherever you are at, whatever chapter you are at in your fitness program. Just allow yourself to be wherever you are. And if you don't have a ball and if you don't have a ring, that's perfectly fine. Just do what you can. We're all here at the same page. When we come to Maui, we're all here. We're just going to level out the playing field and just bring our attention and our awareness to our bodies and what's happening in our bodies. Yes? So let's go ahead and get started. Come onto your mat if you're not already. I call this the office because this is where the real work is done. Here we are, creating the strongest possible version of our physical body, yes, as well as our spiritual being. They both go hand in hand. You need both to survive in this world. How to be a human, yes, how to survive being a human being. So we're going to take the ring and just place it between the knees. We're going to use this to squeeze in towards each other. So squeezing on the ring or the ball, whatever you have, and then tucking your tailbone under slightly. Now let's just hold it here for a moment as we connect to our breath, deepening our inhales and exhales. And maybe close your eyes for just a moment so you can really feel and connect to your abdominals first. Activate them and ignite them. Really feel them before we start to move. So pull your navel in, down towards the ground, down towards your spine. It's a deep abdominal lock. Really down as much as you can. So flatten your lower back as much as possible down into your mat. Now, if your lower back hurts you, especially if you're a beginner at Pilates, it's okay to place a towel or a folded blanket underneath your hips, just for that extra cushion. And don't worry, you will build strength, so just keep sticking with it. And continue to press and squeeze these in towards each other. Same time, anchoring the core down to the ground. Now relax your shoulders back up and away, and just open up your heart center. Now make sure your rib tips are still pointing down towards your hips. So sometimes we open up our chest a little bit too much, and that will cause you to collapse in your lower back. So just point the bottoms of your ribs down towards your hips. Anchor your hips and your core down to the ground. And lengthen and elongate the back of your neck. So make sure the back of your neck is nice and long. That way we're not putting too much pressure on the neck. I know as a beginner you kind of use your neck to lift up the torso, so let's do the opposite of that. And let's try to have our abdominals do all of the work and all the lifting. And every move that you make starts at the core first. So in other words, your body does not move unless your abdominals allow them to. And we lead with the breath. So really slow your inhales and your exhales down. And it doesn't really matter whether you're on the inhale or exhale, as long as you're consciously breathing. We're going to keep your mouth closed. That way we control how the energy comes into the body and how the energy comes out. So we're inhaling more life force and more prana, more energy and oxygen to our muscles, making them stronger. And we're exhaling what we no longer need. We're exhaling doubt, fear, worry, concern. And don't worry, yes, these poses are difficult, but what's more challenging is what's going on in your head. To cease the fluctuations of the mind out, that is most challenging, and that's what we're learning how to do right here, right now. Now press your palms into your knees into your palms, and press your knees away, palms into the knees. So here's that natural traction of the body. We're squeezing our knees in towards each other. Never be afraid to adjust your ball or your ring. Do whatever you need to do to get the optimal, maximum benefit that fits your particular body and your particular needs. This is your practice, nobody else's. And there's no greater teacher than your own body. So do whatever you need to do to make that happen. So continue to squeeze the knees together and press the knees into the palms. Same time, straightening and activating the arms. Shoulders are down your back, away from your ears. So there's plenty of room from your earlobe to the top of your shoulder. And really press your knees away at the same time. Now remember, flatten your lower back down into the ground. So you're tucking your tailbone under and you're really connecting deep into your abdominals, especially the ones that wrap around the back of your spine, activating those tiny little muscles that support your infrastructure as well. We'll take one more deep breath here. And release. Take the ring, lengthen the legs nice and long, point the toes, arms above the head. Now relax your torso here. Take a deep breath and let your abdominals stretch out. So we're going to be going from all that is in the practice to all that isn't. And we're allowing our breath to take us from one polar opposite end of the spectrum to the other. Seamlessly transitioning our night to day and day to night, allowing the breath to lead, and allowing our core to have that little break so it can absorb all the hard work that we put into our practice. Allow your muscles to absorb that energy. And slowly start to come back. Elongate the legs, nice and long, point the toes. You're arching your lower back now, so lifting your lower back up off the mat. Giving it a little bit of release. Arms long over the head. Taking that deep breath. Remember, we're going from all that is to all that isn't. And now, keeping the arms here just like this, you're going to squeeze the ring together. So lock down your shoulders nice and strong down into the ground, and then reach past your fingertips and rotate your elbows in towards each other. And just continue to press on the ring. So strong arms. Back of the neck is nice and long, reaching to the crown of your head. And then once you have that, use your core to pull your legs in. Now flatten your lower back down. Connect to your abs. And we're just going to continue to using your abdominals to press the leg away and pull the other knee up. Press the leg away and pull the knee up. Continuing to breathe, harnessing your energy. Pull the pelvic wall up and the navel in. Keeping the mouth closed, breathing in and out through your nose. That focused breath. And that's yoga when you're focusing all of your attention in one direction. Mind, body, breath, moving. Working as one integrated unit. You can close your eyes or set your sights on a non-moving object. Your upper body will focus. And when you learn to stay focused like this, distractions will just simply eclipse themselves. And this is the easiest way to quiet the chatter in your mind. Let go all of those thoughts, all those fears, all of those words that kind of linger. It's imprinted on you throughout the day. You're going to let it go because you're so focused on your yoga, which is breathing. Being mindful, observing your body and your movements. Nothing else matters. Just you, your movement, so nobody else. Just you. Alright, now you can stay here doing just this. This is perfectly fine. Or you can add in, going a little bit further to stop when your knee is in. You're just going to come to the opposite side of your knee. So really reaching here. And lengthening through the toes, we're just going to lift up and down. Pressing past the toes, squeezing the ring, and pressing your arm into your leg at the same time. So there's a lot of things happening all at the same time. Now draw tiny little circles with your toe, clockwise direction. And then draw tiny little circles the opposite way. And switch sides. Really lengthen chest. Through the toes. And we're going to pass ourselves and over our toes. Pass ourselves, whatever you want to call it. Squeezing the knee and just start to lift up and down. Mindfully lifting up and down. With control. Relaxing the neck, the neck, nice and slow. And now that tiny little circle, rounding, sinking the toes. And then and release. Hug your knees in for a second. So realign your spine, get nice and straight and even. And then breathe the legs away, arms above your head. Like they're a little heavy today. Little sore from yesterday's thinking Pilates. So positive open. It's really positive. Really lengthen your jaw through the fingertips. And remember, we're going from all that is to all that isn't. So relax here. Let's rub elbows past and down. So allow these muscles to absorb your fat. Absorb your hard work. Gathering up your energy. Regaining your breath. Just take your practice into that next level. And now slowly start to bring your knees in. Flatten your lower back. And we're going to place your feet inside the ring now. You're just going to have your right leg on top, left leg on the bottom, and you're going to try to squeeze the ring away from each other now. Arms are on the sides, so really lengthen and elongate the back of your neck. Lock your palms are flat, and you're going to use them as that anchor down. Flat back, belly in, and you're just going to lower and lift. Lower and lift, allowing your breath to lead the way, and your legs don't move unless your core is lifted. You're really making that connection. Again, going at your own pace, going as slow or as fast that fits you best. Two more on this side. Stick with it, we're almost there. Not going to make it too brutal. Last one. And hug your knees in. Just for a moment. Lengthen out your spine, pull the belly in. Take a deep cleansing breath. Slow in through the nose. And slow out through the nose. Conditioning you to harness your energy and learn how to use your breath. Basic element of air. To best benefit you and your body. Now, other side. Left leg on top and right leg on bottom. Anchor your palms flat. Back of the arms press down to the ground. And we're just going to lower and lift. So take your time. You don't have to go very low. Just go as far as feels comfortable for you. Or just as far as where you can keep your lower back flat to the mat. Continue to press the ring away from each other. Focus on your breathing. Observing your core. Allowing your core movements. These moves. More. Stick with it. We're almost there. 2 more. And release. Legs long, arms above the head and just finish. Allow yourself to relax. Arch your lower back just a little bit to pull your lower back up off the ground. Relax your breath. look side to side, especially if you're a beginner and your neck starts to get all sore here. It takes a long time to practice how to not use your neck to lift your torso. So I remember, I understand completely, totally. So look side to side and just release your neck. That's the most important thing. Besides relaxing your muscles right now. All that is, all that isn't. Balancing your action with relaxation. Alright, now widen your stance. Your feet are more than shoulder width apart from each other. Just a comfortable V here, because we're going to come into a sit-up. Now if you're not into the sit-ups yet, you need to roll over to make that happen. Feel free to do so. Do whatever you've got to do, right? So flex your feet. That means your toes curl in towards you, and you're going to anchor your legs nice and strong down to the ground. So press the backs of your legs down to the ground. Now this will really help you in your sit-ups as well. Arms lengthen above the head as you exhale all the air out. Let's take a deep breath. Inhale as much as you can, gathering up as much energy as possible. And as you exhale, I'm very sore, so I'm just going to help myself up here. Reach and tap the right leg. We're just going to stretch. The right hand is on the bottom, left arm on top. And anchor your left hip down into the ground, away from you. That way you get more of a stretch in your side obliques. Into the rib cage, the connective tissue, yes. And then slowly start to roll back, down, lengthening it out. Other side, take a deep breath on the inhale. And then using the exhale to sit up. I'm extremely sore from yesterday, so I am going to help myself up. Whatever I need to do. Left hand on bottom, right arm on top. And opening up to the side, reaching up and over, anchoring your legs nice and strong. And stretching it out. And slowly roll it back. Anchor your legs as you inhale. And exhale. This time on the sit-up, we're just going to come straight through the middle. Reaching past the fingertips. And now point the toes. So we were flexing our feet to get up. Now we point the toes once we are up. Now think about hinging at the hips as opposed to rounding in the back. So hinge at the hips as you reach across the fingertips. Along with the back of your neck reaching to the crown of your head here. So really put the pelvis wall up and the navel in towards your spine as you hinge. Now slowly start to release. And we're just going to roll back just a few vertebrae here. Wherever is comfortable for the figure 8. So squeeze the ring and we're just going to make our way slowly. And round and round. We're going across the rib cage here. And continue to squeeze the ring as you breathe. Anchoring the backs of your legs down. Allowing your legs to help you out here. Remember, all movement comes from the core. So really relax your neck. And just go as low as feels good to you. As feels good to your lower back. You want to strengthen those tiny little muscles. Support our infrastructure. We want to help. So let's lengthen, gain strength. And slowly start to come all the way down. Point the toes, arms long above the head, but side to side. And just relax here for a moment. Taking a breath. Breathing deep and free. Allowing your lower back to come up off the ground. And now coming into our bridge. So, feet flat, about hip width distance apart. And you want your fingertips to just graze the backs of your heels. That's how far you want your feet to be away from your particular body type. And then just place the ring between the knees and just use that squeeze, that ring to ground your heels down, lift your hips up and take your bridge to the next level. Yes? I'm going to readjust right here. Always feel free to adjust as you need. So you can get comfortable. So just tuck your tailbone under, lifting your hips up for grounding down through your heels, keeping the back of the neck long. And most of the pressure is through the grounding of your heels and the backs of your arms and shoulders. Very little pressure on your neck and head to keep them protected. And now, walk the shoulder blades in towards each other, interlace the fingers. See if you can press your palms together, straightening your arms. Now if your arms don't come straight, that's okay. If it's too uncomfortable for you, you just hold your arms by your sides, that's perfectly fine. Remember, you're bringing your practice into you. Continue to squeeze the ring here, lengthening as you lift. Again, we're just allowing all those tiny little muscles, especially on the sacrum, the bottom of your spine, stronger, knocking out any head back pain, strengthening your lifeline. And release slowly. Let the hips come down. Releasing the ring here, Supta Baddha Konasana, so bottoms of feet together, knees come apart. Just placing one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart, and circling your breath round and round. Remember, pull the pelvic wall up though. You don't want to allow any of your energy to escape. So we're using this energy to burn up the rubbish, anything that's in the body that needs to come out, needs to be recycled out. Use our exhale to expel and dispel it. It doesn't belong in you any longer. You're catching an hour with you here, using our breath. The ebb, the flow, pull it back, push it out, pull it in. It's all good. It's detachment, right? You've heard that saying that all suffering comes from attachment. Is wanting things to stay the same. It steals your joy out of the now moment. You're always wishing it was something else, some other way. As you become blind to the magic of this now moment. Take off those blinders. Alright. Now slowly coming back. We're just going to set the ring to the side for a moment. You can come into a second bridge with the ring if you like, or we're going to do wheel. Now if you'd like to do wheel, you just set up your feet flat, about hip width distance apart, just like we do for bridge. And then the hands come towards the ears. Now fingertips, they point backwards towards your feet. Elbows, they are pointed straight up at the sky, not too far out, not too far in. They're just directly above your shoulders. So you're getting the foundation set up right, setting yourself up for success. Now as you breathe, you're going to inhale and slowly start to push the ground away from you and pressing down from the heels. And just allowing your head to relax here. Straightening through the shoulders, through the arms. Keeping the elbows in. And now staying or coming into your wheel push-ups. Bending the elbows, lowering down just a little bit. And then pressing away. Lowering down and pressing away. Keep the knees about hip width distance apart as well. Doing the best that you can. And slowly start to release. Keeping the chin in towards the chest, lowering down one vertebrae at a time. Back into your Supta Baddha Konasana. Arms and feet together, knees apart. Now opposite hand on the belly. And bring the other hand to your forehead, right on top of your third eye. Humming device. Let's enable it, especially if it's been disabled. Let's re-enable that right now. Breathe deep and free. Remember, pull your pelvic wall up. Don't let any of that energy escape. Pull it up. Your breath comes in and out through your nose, keeping the mouth closed, and you're sending your breath down your spine and then back up. That way we can cleanse the body, so reset that. And that whatever it is that gets stuck within us, the stress and tension within our joints, within our being, within our tissues, burn up that rubbish and cycle itself out. Use your exhale. And slowly start to release. Bring the knees in very slowly. Just see how your lower back feels. Sometimes we move a little too quickly. So breathing, add attention. You're seeing how your back feels now. So bring it. Realign your spine. Get as much length as you can. Bring your knees in. Just lift the backs of the thighs as you come all the way up. Coming into a comfortable seated position, facing front. So proud of you guys. So proud of everyone. Are you glad you showed up for a little Pilates today? Goodbye everyone, and we will see you later. Aloha, mahalo, and namaste.